And I think last, I'd like to brief the council about oceanfront staffing and what occurred Friday night. We've heard the concerns from our residents and our visitors about the need for more police visibility at the oceanfront. I agree 100%. It is absolutely needed. You know, I've talked to many of the stakeholders involved. We've talked about possible suggestions, but we know that Friday night, outside of our normal season, where we usually have 6 officers dedicated to oceanfront activities specifically, we had doubled that with 12, one of which was a mountain bike officer who was the first one present at the initial shooting scene. To put this in reference, 12 officers in one zone. All other zones in the city typically have 1 officer. There were an additional 13 officers assigned to the 2nd precinct, handling routine calls for service with instructions to be visible in the oceanfront when not tied up on one of those calls. We had 25 officers available in that area Friday night. It took 103 to respond to the oceanfront to manage these 3 incidents. Moving forward, we have a layered implementation for enhanced oceanfront visibility. This weekend, special operations personnel will supplement the oceanfront staffing. What that looks like is the 13 dedicated officers that we have, plus approximately 15 from special ops. That will give us 28 officers in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th will have any discretionary leave canceled, and they will be pre-assigned, ready to respond if necessary. We are also going to try and augment those staffing numbers with overtime. Beginning April 8th, we will be incrementally adding personnel as the summer approaches. The following resources have been dedicated to the resort area. We will have additional 2nd precinct personnel that were previously assigned to other zones, all mounted unit personnel, all school resource officers, certain special operations personnel. Effective April 8th, when we have our shift change, we have reallocated the percentage of officers in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th to increase the overall staffing in the 2nd precinct. Once again, we will try to use some dedicated overtime monies to increase staffing. We are also implementing a new 2-shift strategy. Historically, we have operated on a 3-shift model, built around 8-hour days. We are on 10-hour days, so we are looking at a different model that on paper looks to put more officers on the street. We will see if it works and make some determinations from there. And I think last and foremost, we have to thank Sheriff Stolle, something that has not traditionally been done, but we have reached out and had conversations and asked for his help and assistance in augmenting police visibility at the oceanfront during the summer season. And he has very graciously offered to step up with some dedicated officer visibility to help us with visibility and some of the traffic concerns that we have. So we're very grateful to the sheriff for assisting us in this manner. Will this address all the issues? Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a long-term solution. It absolutely is not. We are 100 officers short. Those 100 officers could field a precinct dedicated solely to oceanfront operations. I will tell you that my initial assessment, even though I've only been here 5 months, is that we're not just down 100 officers. We probably need 150 to 200 additional officers to provide the policing services for a city this size and that the community expects. And we have to remember that it's more than just visibility. Please remember that we had an officer physically present, standing there or straddling a mountain bike when this first shooting occurred. You know, the staff, I've talked to the staff, and they have provided me numerous incidents from previous years when shootings and shots fired have occurred within feet of them. Uniformed Virginia Beach police officers, and people have fired shots and shot other people in their immediate presence. You know, there has to be a holistic citywide approach It is more than just your police department, but we will look forward to working with the community, working with the council, working with city administration to be a large part of that.